Elizabeth Montgomery achieved fame for her portrayal of Samantha Stevens, the main character in the beloved supernatural 1960s sitcom Bewitched. Despite Samantha being depicted as a loving and faithful wife to her mortal husband on the show, the actress behind the character didn't consistently embody these qualities in her own life. Did you know that actress Elizabeth Montgomery blamed her famous father for her poor luck with love, and that she was married 4 times during her life? But the truth is that Elizabeth started up an affair with one of the series' directors that caused both her and the director's current marriages to come to an end. Keep watching as we delve into how Elizabeth Montgomery destroyed 2 marriages with her affair during Bewitched. Elizabeth Montgomery, the enchanting star of the iconic TV sitcom Bewitched, possessed the magical ability to fulfill her desires with a mere twitch of her nose on screen. However, beyond the realm of fantasy, the blonde beauty grappled with a quest for happiness that unfolded through 4 tumultuous marriages. Regarded as one of Hollywood's sexiest and most desirable women, Montgomery captivated the hearts of iconic figures such as Elvis Presley, Dean Martin, and Gary Cooper. Despite her on-screen enchantment, her off-screen romantic escapades took unexpected turns, guided by what some describe as a father complex. The daughter of movie legend Robert Montgomery, Elizabeth often found herself entangled in relationships with older men, displaying a penchant for troubled lovers who subjected her to both physical and mental anguish. Herbie Pilato, the author of the biography Twitch Upon a Star, reflects on Montgomery's romantic allure, stating that she enchanted every man she ever met. However, her choice of partners leaned toward troubled individuals rather than the conventional nice guys. Pilato suggests that this preference might have been a form of rebellion against her father. Despite the material wealth, luxury Bentleys, and a sprawling Beverly Hills mansion acquired through her success in Bewitched, Montgomery's life harbored a darker side. Her attraction to the bad boy archetype. Affairs on the sitcom Bewitched. Fans of the 1960s sitcom Bewitched were taken aback when they discovered details about the leading actress Elizabeth Montgomery's personal life, particularly her affair. The sitcom proved to be a significant success for the ABC network, enabling it to compete with the biggest television stations of the time. Bewitched not only contributed to the network's success, but also played a pivotal role in catapulting Elizabeth Montgomery into stardom. This marked a turning point for the actress, who had previously dedicated years to various programs and movies in Hollywood without achieving the level of recognition she desired. Prior to Bewitched, Elizabeth had appeared in numerous roles, but it was this iconic series that finally made her a household name. Marriage Advantages to Television Show. Elizabeth Montgomery's journey in Bewitched was not only shaped by her talent, but also by her third husband, Bill Asher, who played a crucial role in securing her iconic role in the sitcom. Bill, a producer, went above and beyond to advocate for Elizabeth, helping her land the leading role in the series. However, the dynamics on the set didn't necessarily translate to faithfulness in Elizabeth's personal life during the filming of Bewitched. The show enjoyed remarkable success, lasting for 8 seasons, with Elizabeth portraying the main character throughout its entire run. Interestingly, 2 different actors took on the role of Elizabeth's on-screen husband, Darren, over the course of the series, contributing to the show's enduring popularity through reboots and reruns. Bewitched thrived not only due to its magical premise, but also because of the endearing relationship between the main characters, Samantha and Darren Stevens. Their on-screen chemistry resonated with audiences, making it difficult to imagine anyone else in those roles. Yet, behind the scenes, Elizabeth's personal life took unexpected turns. In real life, she not only married one of the show's producers, but also engaged in an extramarital affair with one of the show's directors later in its run. Elizabeth's marriage's history. While Samantha's marriage to Darren on Bewitched is portrayed as picture-perfect. The actress behind Samantha, Elizabeth Montgomery, didn't experience the same success in her real-life marriages. Bill Asher, her third husband, came into the picture after Elizabeth had gone through the highs and lows of marriage twice. Elizabeth's first venture into matrimony was with Frederick Kamen in 1954. Unfortunately, Samantha's pursuit of Hollywood success introduced strains into their relationship, leading to a divorce only a year into their union. The drive for stardom sometimes comes at a personal cost. Undeterred, Elizabeth decided to give love another chance, remarrying for the first time in 1956, Elizabeth and Gig's marriage. In 1956, when Elizabeth Montgomery entered into her second marriage with Gig Young, she was still navigating the challenging terrain of Hollywood in pursuit of stardom. This time around, she opted for a union with Gig, a significantly older man, marking a departure from her earlier marriage to someone closer in age, perhaps reflecting a shift in priorities and aspirations. Gig Young, unlike Elizabeth's first husband, approached their Hollywood marriage with a candid acknowledgement of its superficial nature. Their 8-year marriage was not without its challenges, and speculation suggests that Gig may have been somewhat abusive during that period. The divorce in 1963 marked the end of this tumultuous chapter, and soon after, Elizabeth took a leap into matrimony for the third time, tying the knot with Bill Asher later that same year. The premiere of Bewitched in 1964 coincided with this new phase in Elizabeth's personal life. The show, where she played the enchanting Samantha Stevens, would become a defining element of her career. However, the complexities of her off-screen relationships added layers to her journey, offering a glimpse into the intricacies of her personal life. As the narrative unfolds, we learn that Gig Young, following his divorce from Elizabeth, embarked on his own marital journey, remarrying twice. Tragically, in 1978, he took his own life and that of his fourth wife, Kim Schmidt, only a few weeks into their marriage. Elizabeth's third marriage to Bill Asher faced challenges, particularly due to her affair during the production of Bewitched. The strains led to their eventual divorce. Undeterred by the setbacks in her personal life, Elizabeth remarried once more before her passing in 1995. All about Elizabeth and Richard Michaels. During the production of Bewitched, Elizabeth Montgomery found herself entangled in an extramarital affair, a secret liaison that would unravel and redefine the dynamics on and off the set. The object of her affection was none other than Richard Michaels, a director brought on board during the later seasons of the series. Richard's introduction into the Bewitched family proved fateful, as he and Elizabeth clicked almost immediately. As the cameras rolled, their on-screen chemistry mirrored an off-screen romance that blossomed in the shadows. However, concealing such a passionate connection amid the watchful eyes of the cast and crew, including Bill Asher, proved to be an increasingly challenging feat. The affair between Samantha and Richard didn't escape the notice of those on the set of Bewitched. Gossip and whispers circulated, and soon the clandestine love affair became an open secret. The repercussions were swift and profound. Samantha and Richard's respective marriages crumbled under the weight of their indiscretions. In 1972, the same year Bewitched bid farewell with its series finale, Richard Michaels found himself navigating the fallout of his broken marriage as his wife discovered the truth and filed for divorce. The aftermath of the affair extended into Elizabeth's marriage with Bill Asher. Although attempts were made to salvage the relationship, the damage inflicted by the affair proved irreparable. Bill, in turn, was no stranger to infidelity, leveraging his industry influence to engage in extramarital affairs with famous starlets, Elizabeth Montgomery and Bill Asher. Their union in 1963 marked the beginning of a complex and intertwined tale. Bill, the producer of Bewitched, entered Elizabeth's life at a time when his own story was tangled. Having separated from his first wife, the mother of his children, Asher's life was a tapestry of intricate relationships. As the marriage between Elizabeth Montgomery and Bill Asher unfolded over 9 years, it became a complex tapestry of love, infidelity, and heartbreak. Surprisingly, Bill, her third husband, emerged as the more unfaithful partner in this tumultuous relationship. Their shared journey in the film Johnny Cool bore witness to the complexities of Asher's personal life. Amid directing Elizabeth, he navigated the tumultuous waters of 3 simultaneous affairs. The intricate dance of their hearts led to an affair that echoed through the corridors of Hollywood as Elizabeth became entangled with Richard Michaels, one of the directors. The affair with Richard took a toll on the marriage, exposing the fragility of the bond between Elizabeth and Bill. The profound and personal nature of Elizabeth's affection for Richard proved to be a catalyst for the relationship's deterioration. Witnessing his wife enamored with another man became an unbearable reality for Bill. The complexities of their emotions and the strain caused by the affair ultimately led to the demise of their marriage. Despite the intensity of Elizabeth and Richard's love, they chose not to formalize their union through marriage after divorcing their respective spouses. Elizabeth opted for a different path, marrying someone else before her eventual passing in 1995. The post-divorce period was marked by the lingering specter of love lost, with Bill expressing enduring affection for Elizabeth throughout the rest of his life. Elizabeth Montgomery possessed a unique charm that captivated those around her, a trait evident in her relationships with notable figures. However, none were as profoundly affected as Bill Asher, who, prior to his death in 2012 at the age of 90, shouldered the weight of perceived responsibility for the challenges that marred their marriage. As the final chapters of Bill Asher's life unfolded, the echoes of his love for Elizabeth persisted. Longing and lamentation colored his days, with the weight of their separation resting heavily on his heart. Pilato unveiled the depth of Asher's emotions, disclosing that he could never fully overcome the pain of their parting. The legacy of their union extended to 3 children, Rebecca, Bill, and Robert, whose lives carried the echoes of their parents' intertwined destinies. Elizabeth, on the other hand, had etched her name into the romantic lore of Hollywood, intertwining her story with illustrious figures. Love affairs with icons like Elvis Presley, Gary Cooper, and Dean Martin added layers to her narrative. The movie collaboration with Cooper ignited a passionate affair, while her connection with Martin unfolded as a tale of romance and admiration. Presley, a contemporary in age, pursued her during the filming of Kid Galahad, leaving an imprint on the pages of Hollywood history. Age conflict between 2 lovers. In the intricate tapestry of Elizabeth Montgomery's life, the passage of time revealed unexpected twists. Despite the significant age difference between Elizabeth and Bill Asher, it was Elizabeth who faced mortality first. The year 1995 marked the somber culmination of her life's journey, as she succumbed to colon cancer, a diagnosis she had received just a few months before her passing. At the time of her death, Elizabeth stood at the age of 62, leaving behind a legacy woven with the threads of her Hollywood stardom and personal tribulations. The profound impact of her life extended beyond the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry, delving into the complexities of love, loss, and resilience. The union between Elizabeth and Robert was a relatively recent chapter in her life. In 1993, Elizabeth Montgomery tied the knot with her 4th husband, Robert Foxworth, who happened to be 9 years her junior. Their love story was a prolonged journey, as the lovebirds had been dating for 2 decades before deciding to take the plunge into marriage. While she was still in the midst of an affair with Godunov during this period, Elizabeth eventually ended that relationship. However, the latter part of Elizabeth's life was marked by a challenging turn of events. After being diagnosed with cancer, she passed away just 18 months after exchanging vows with Foxworth. Elizabeth's family conflicts. Elizabeth Montgomery's decision to pursue acting aligned with the family tradition, as both her parents had notable careers in the entertainment industry. Her mother, Elizabeth Daniel Bryan, gained recognition as a Broadway actress, while her father, Robert Montgomery, was an even more prominent actor. Despite Robert's modest success, he did not attain the level of fame that Elizabeth would later achieve through her role in Bewitched. However, Robert's response to Elizabeth's success was far from encouraging. Instead, he displayed outright jealousy as his daughter surpassed him in fame with her new show. The dynamics between father and daughter became strained, with Robert, perhaps, struggling to reconcile his own achievements with the rising stardom of Elizabeth on Bewitched. The contrasting trajectories of their careers added complexity to their relationship, impacting both Elizabeth's personal journey and her professional endeavors in the entertainment industry. Elizabeth herself expressed uncertainty about her father's support for her acting career in an interview with the Elmira Advertiser in 1955. Herbie J. Pilato, an author, suggested that Robert's jealousy of Elizabeth's TV success strained their relationship, influencing her personally and professionally. The jealousy Robert harbors toward Elizabeth's Hollywood success is evident, but there are deeper layers to their relationship. Some suspicions suggest that Robert carried a grudge against Elizabeth, stemming from the tragic death of his firstborn daughter during infancy. Jeffrey Mark, a friend of her third husband, shared insights into the father-daughter dynamic. According to Mark, Elizabeth's relationship with Robert colored her interactions with men throughout her life. He highlighted the complications arising from being the child of a megastar and suggested that Robert's less-than-stellar role as a husband to Elizabeth's mother contributed to the strain. Mark theorized that the loss of Robert's first daughter as an infant might have influenced his relationship with Elizabeth, possibly harboring resentment. The loss occurred before Elizabeth's birth, leading some to speculate that Robert held a lingering resentment toward Elizabeth for surviving when his firstborn did not. Pilato pointed out that Robert, critical of Elizabeth's acting, affected her posture and walking. Despite becoming a television star with the success of Bewitched in 1964, Elizabeth's fame further strained her relationship with Robert. Pilato noted that the wedge grew when Robert divorced Elizabeth's beloved mother. The impact of her parents' divorce during her teenage years haunted Elizabeth, shaping her desire for older men and causing tension with her father. Speculations arise about Robert Montgomery's neglect of his daughter, Elizabeth, and its potential impact on her romantic choices in adulthood. Some suggest that the strained relationship with her father may have influenced Elizabeth to seek companionship with older men. Robert's fear that Elizabeth is attempting to replace him adds a layer of complexity to their dynamic, creating an emotional backdrop that resonates throughout her life. Despite her family's entertainment background, Elizabeth's childhood, particularly her relationship with her father Robert, was complex and impactful on her quest for love as an adult. Despite the complexities, Elizabeth admired and respected her father's work. However, Mark revealed her resentment and reluctance to expose her children to Robert, seeking a partner who contrasted with her father's cold and withdrawn demeanor. Even her third husband acknowledged her deep-seated dislike for her father, a sentiment echoed by her fourth husband, Elizabeth Montgomery. As a mother, Elizabeth Montgomery, throughout her lifetime, became a mother to 3 children. Surprisingly, she seemed to have reservations about having her children around her father, Robert Montgomery. This puzzling stance left many wondering, given that Robert appeared to be a stand-up citizen with no apparent skeletons in his closet. However, Elizabeth later disclosed her reasoning, shedding light on the complexities of their relationship. The actress explained that her reluctance stemmed from her own experiences of growing up around a cold and unloving figure, referring to her father. Having encountered emotional challenges within her family, Elizabeth was determined not to expose her children to a similar environment. Life of Bewitched star. Elizabeth Montgomery's journey in the entertainment industry was marked by a complex relationship with acting. Even before stepping into the world of Bewitched, she contemplated quitting the profession. However, her husband, Bill Asher, played a pivotal role in convincing her to continue, acknowledging her abundant talent. This love-hate dynamic with acting persisted throughout Montgomery's career, providing her with the freedom to be selective about the roles she embraced post-Bewitched. Her post-sitcom era saw her ascend as the queen of TV movies, where she could exercise greater control over her career trajectory. Despite receiving 8 Emmy nominations, Montgomery never secured a win. Her approach to Hollywood set her apart. She refused to partake in the conventional industry rituals, avoiding parties and refraining from campaigning for award recognition through advertisements. She maintained a belief that her work should speak for itself, a sentiment reflected in her nomination count rather than any Emmy victories. Montgomery's life took a somber turn when she was diagnosed with colon cancer, and the end came swiftly, a mere 6 weeks later. Her final moments were spent in her expansive 26-room Beverly Hills mansion. Even in the face of death, Montgomery retained her strong-willed nature. She humorously expressed a desire for a pina colada in her IV drip. As her health deteriorated, Montgomery chose solitude, sending her family away from her deathbed. This decision reflected her desire to face the final moments alone, shielding loved ones from the distressing sight of her decline. Former husband Bill Asher recalled her final moments, highlighting her strong-willed spirit as she slipped away, maintaining a level of dignity even in death. Despite her 4 marriages and 3 children from her third husband, Bill Asher, the quest for true happiness eluded her. Her allure, beauty, and magnetic charm were undeniable. Yet beneath the exterior of glamour, Montgomery was on a constant search for love. Her complex journey through marriages and relationships, coupled with her unfulfilled pursuit of happiness, paints a poignant picture of a woman whose life remained enigmatic despite her outward success. Robert's children loved her, and Elizabeth's children loved her too, shares Pilato. Even her challenging father eventually softened towards the end, as Pilato notes, "There was no hate, just love." The intricate details of her 4 marriages unfold a narrative of love, complexity, and the impact of familial relationships on her romantic journey. Did you know about Elizabeth Montgomery's intricate personal life, or are these revelations new to you? Share your thoughts down below to let us know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming content. Bye for now.